I'm going to be sharing with you a kitchen tip that not only is useful but will actually save you money. I know a lot of people like to buy tomato paste to use in soups and stews. Now, of course, we are in the middle of sachet culture, so there are lots of sachets of things out there, but there are still some of us who buy the larger cans of tin tomato or tomato puree, tomato paste, and then use a little bit of it for a recipe, and then you have a whole lot of tomato paste and tomato puree left. Like so. So the way to preserve it is, imagine that I've used up some and this is all I have left. I would transfer this tomato paste into a plastic container, a freezer safe plastic container, and then I would pour flavorless oil, vegetable oil, my canola oil, all to the top of this bowl, and then I would freeze it. That way, whenever I need to use some, I will just scoop it out. You don't run the risk of it getting moldy, it still maintains its flavor, and of course you get to preserve it and use it in bits and pieces. Another thing that you can do is to portion your tomato paste, tomato puree into ice cube trays. Simply top it up with some of that flavorless vegetable oil. Two things, you can either keep it in the freezer once they're frozen, pop the cubes out and save them in Ziploc bags or in containers. You simply take 1 cube per time, or leave them in the ice cube trays and then pop them out when you need them. A very, very easy way to preserve your extra tomato paste and tomato puree. So here's a little fun fact I want to share with you about honey. Honey is one of the very few foods in the world that will never ever expire. The reason why, it's as low in moisture and high in acidity, and that's the reason why if you just do a quick Google search, you will see reports about honey being discovered in caves from like thousands and thousands of years ago. So if you're buying honey now and it is spoiling, it's going off, that means it's not unadulterated honey. Another thing you need to know about honey as well is it's not really supposed to crystallize, but if it does crystallize, which means that you begin to see sediments in the honey, you simply just put your honey container, bottle, jar, put it in some water on the stove and just let the water be a little bit warm. It will melt away all of those crystalline type products in there and you'll be as good as new.